Dudes, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here in Plaster City with Socal Suspension and Down South Motorsports, and we're going to be tuning Socal Suspension's truck. So we have Eric and Nick out here, and they brought the truck out, and then Sonny's with us. We have Christian as well. What's up, dudes?
What's up, guys?
How you guys doing?
Good.
So, brought the truck out. What are we looking to get done today?
Get this thing going through the whoops as fast as possible. Ride height was too low, so I want to get the ride height right. It feels like I was using the bump stops too much.
Okay.
On big stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but I do want it to pop in the front. So, you know, coming off of things, hitting tops of lips, I want it to pop off them a little bit.
Yeah.
Or it would just go right over.
Kind of nosedive a little bit?
Soft, just nosedive right over.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that on New Year's when we were both hitting the jump.
The jump, yours guys would pop a little bit, and mine would just go like that. You know?
Yeah.
And same thing in the back. So if I can get a little more, you know,
when you
pop
measure the front, you measure
on
the
that
same,
front,
right?
and the
Yeah,
back,
to the
just
bottom of the
take that
cross.
lip and just go off of it. Would be ideal.
So what's been changed on the truck so far? I know you did springs, valving, anything else?
Yes, all the spring weights, valving, coilovers, and bypasses. What else have we done? Oh, ride height adjustments.
Okay.
So we changed all the ride heights.
When you got this truck, what was the shock set? Is it like 300 psi or something?
Yeah, so the spring weights were too soft, so they were running 3.5 inches of preload.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
To get to the desired height, which was still low. The height was still low at that point. And then they were running 300 psi in the rear also to get to the height.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we took all those, you know, how far much preload it was, and kind of let Sonny decide what would be the best spring rates from that point, and then we picked, you know, good spring rates that we thought would work. And now we only have about an inch of preload, if not maybe half inch of preload now.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot better.
It's right at the same height, and actually a little higher like we want, and it seems to be working good that way. It still feels soft though. It doesn't feel like you would think stiff or anything.
Yeah.
It's still a soft riding truck, you know.
Yeah, so it's kind of at that point like we got to on our truck where we did the springs and did some valving, and now we're out here fine-tuning everything and getting it exactly how it needs to be. What are you thinking, Christian?
So, dude.
Dude.
Think we're gonna get this thing working pretty good.
So what'd you guys just do on the truck?
We're just messing with the crossovers right now. We just did a lap back and forth, just kind of seeing how the truck's working, and then we're just messing with the crossovers to get the secondary rate, the lower rate, to come in a little bit quicker.
So did you drop the crossovers down then?
Yeah, the crossovers came down just a little bit.
Okay, and so do you remember what you had on the spring rates on this thing?
No. You changed the rate just a little bit, right?
Yeah, so we
like
were
100
pounds per top and bottoms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like 400 over 500. Now it's 500 over 600.
And what shock package is on this thing again?
All Fox shock package, so 3.5 bypasses, 2.5 coilovers, front and back 14, 16. So 14's in the front, and then on the rears you got 14, 16 inch.
Okay, 14-16 combo. For those of you that haven't seen the video of us doing a walk around on the whole shop, including this truck, definitely go check that out. Eric's shop is awesome. But let's see what we can do with this thing.
Yep.
So Sonny and my brother just finished up getting the crossovers set to their new spot, and that's so on the shocks there's a top spring and a lower spring, and the lower spring's a little bit stiffer, and the reason you change the crossovers is to make that spring come in a little bit sooner or later, however you want to do it. So Sonny, everybody knows Sonny at Down South Motorsports. Why did you decide to lower them? What were you seeing in the truck?
Help a little bit in the bottom out control in the rear and get the front end to pop a little bit before we start turning tubes.
Okay.
Spring rate on all that transition is critical before you start turning tubes, because otherwise you'll be chasing your tail all day.
Okay, so you just wanted to do that first, and then now
For sure.
Now we'll be doing the bypasses. So after a few runs through that whoop section, Sonny noticed that the rear end actually kicked up once everything warmed up. So now the truck's back at camp and they're setting up the preload a little bit, taking a little preload out so the truck will sit lower, and then we'll go back out there and see how she does after that.
Looks like it's lazy coming out. How fast are you going through here?
It's like
65.
That last one was like 60. Last one was 60. The one right before
just
that
stay in
was
the
like
car a
63.
second. Let me just make an adjustment out of curiosity more than anything.
It looked better. It didn't look like you
It
were
didn't
like
skate,
that.
and it when it came around that corner, it just tracked and went straight
kept
down
going
the
straight.
corner.
That's
It
good.
didn't feel like, it feels more planted in the back.
Yeah.
Before I was chasing
Before it looked
past
like
him.
you guys were like this, going
Yeah.
through the
Skate-
deeper
especially
sections.
this
This time
part.
it looked more planted.
Yeah, right here is where it usually gets bad because it's so close together that you're just skating across the top of it.
But this one was like,
Yeah,
it
now
felt
it
like I
feels
was
planted.
controlling it through the steering wheel versus
Trying to hope it goes where you're trying.
I want it to
Yeah.
go, yeah.
So Sonny, after those last runs, what'd you change on the rear of the truck?
Opened up the rebound a little bit.
Okay, and from the last 2 runs that they just did that improve at all?
It seems a touch too floppy.
Okay.
I did it more for curiosity than anything. Got skating, huh?
65 on that last one?
Yeah, the last one was 65.
But
60, 60.
63, 62 is worse than 65.
Yeah, it feels real rough. The
Okay.
faster
Get
it goes,
over
the better.
Smoother?
It feels. Yeah.
Smoother over it.
So that's gonna wrap it up for the shock tuning portion of this video. Sonny got everything dialed in a lot better than it was before, and you can tell on those few runs down the road that the truck was handling pretty damn good. So overall, what did you end up doing to the suspension?
We did a number of things today. We had increased preload a little bit the other day when we reset everything to get a little more up travel. We ended up taking a touch more out of the back. We lowered the crossovers a touch to get it to transition from its initial rate to its bottom rate a little sooner. We tightened up the rear rebound a touch so it's a little more slower when it's at full bump and when it's at ride height. And then we opened up the mid-range rebound a touch in the front just to make sure that he's not having to saw away at the wheel when he's driving.
For sure.
And he's comfortable at 70 miles an hour, so I mean it's
perfectly set up for
perfectly
his
set up for
driving.
him, and you know, have a good time and have his kid in the car and go out and play and have a good time what it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for us today.
Yep, sweet. I know Nick hasn't been in this video too much today, but I'm sure you guys remember him from one of the more successful videos on the channel, doing a walk around on his Ranger. That's actually same color as Ryan's Ranger, but now you picked up more of a family vehicle,
Yep,
right?
got the family cruiser now. Got a new, well not new, but newer Tacoma.
you, yeah.
Crew cab, so I can fit the whole family in. Just got it back from being built yesterday and out here doing a little
So you
testing with it.
did a little cruising already. How does the truck feel?
Really good so far, really good. I'm really happy with it right out of the box. It's doing really good. I think some shock tuning will really do little wonders on this thing, but it's really impressed me so far.
Yeah, right out of the box.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So what's on the truck itself?
So it was all built by Dirt King Fabrication. I did the Dirt King long travel kit, so it's 3.5 inch over per side.
Okay.
Camberg spindles, which is a 4-inch lift spindle. 2.5 coilover, 2.5 bypass, 2.0 bump.
So that's the front of the truck. What do we have in the back?
The rear is the new Dirt King spring under setup. It uses a Deaver H70 leaf pack, 3.0 bypass. Their new prefab bolt-in bed cage.
Dude, I love the bed
shackle
cage.
hanger combo. Yeah, it came out really good. There's still a little bit of bed space. There's not a lot of room in these Tacomas, but it tucks everything nice and tight up towards the front. So
And I
yeah, I'm
pointed,
really happy with it.
I pointed out to you, like this is one of my favorite parts. Like Dirt King does a
Yeah.
lot of press broke stuff like
Yep.
that, and it comes
Yeah.
out awesome.
It's kind of their signature design. It looks really good.
Yeah, we'll end up doing a full walk around video on this truck more in detail a little bit later once it gets a little bit further ahead, and that'll be pretty cool. But it's cool to see this thing out here. It literally got done yesterday, so it'll be cool to see what this thing does. Dude, Ryan, we have the Ranger out here. What's gonna go down? Are we gonna see some 80-mile-an-hour whoop sections right now
You are.
with the Fox 2.0s? Get them to work.
Dude, those are race series too. Oh,
Dude, it was super cool to have Sonny out here and see him tuning another truck. It's always nice to see his expertise because he's got years and years and years of experience doing this stuff. So now we're all just gonna go ahead with our day trip and have some fun. Ranger danger! What's that?
It's too small of a jump.
Yeah, it's really
Absorb
sharp.
all the hit, and then just goes off.
Yeah, it's like not a long transition.
Yeah.
It's very sharp.
It doesn't come down enough to pop the front.
Yeah, so it just instantly kicks it.
Hits the back.
Yeah. Hey! Hell yeah. Woo! That was big, dude.
It's too small of a jump.
Got it. Oh my god! Watch that though! Oh man.
This is a pretty cool road.
This is awesome. It's like sandy, so it's smooth, but there's still holes. Dude, you took out that whole tree. For everyone that doesn't know, this is the infamous Evan Hughes right here. This road is absolutely insane. We're on the, what would be the west side of the plaster plant right now, and this is the gnarlier side. Where we were before is actually the eastern side, and that's usually where a lot of pre-runners and stuff test. This is where like all the trophy trucks and people go. So this road's definitely one of the gnarlier ones, if not the gnarliest one out here. We just split off from Eric and Nick. It was really good to see those guys and to go do some driving with them. But now it's just Ryan, my brother, and I. So we're just playing around here in Plaster City, finding what we can. And there's this sweet corner right here that my brother's gonna go and hit right now. Yeah, buddy. That 5.0 of Fury putting down some 150 horsepower right there. Gotta be careful, watch out for that. Yeah, buddy. Ranger gets down. Let her eat. Kitty! Uh-oh. Oh my, coming in hot. Yeah! Oh my. Both the trucks just going for it. Yeah! That right there just goes to show you that you don't have to have the nicest vehicle out here to go have fun. You can have something with pretty much a stock rear end and a built front end and just go have fun, play around. So that's awesome to see Ryan using the truck. You too. This section's really cool, just this little S curve. Have both the trucks just ripping back and forth around the corners, having fun sliding around. Sometimes just messing around like this and stopping and filming is cool because you find spots that you normally wouldn't go to. So it's cool to kind of do this. I've always wanted to do it. Usually we're in a rush to get somewhere, and so it's nice to have a break from that and just go film. You're pitching it right into the corner.
The other one is, watch, I'll get it good. You'll see.
This thing is like literally perfect for going and doing that. You probably can't even tell on camera how sideways you're getting, but
it's fun. It's a good feeling. It's definitely good.
Just slide. Yeah!
I was kind of scared at first, not gonna lie.
Had to switch over to the GoPro because the camera died. So I don't know how good the footage is gonna look on this thing, but it's a good test to see how everything does out in the desert. So we're gonna get some more shots of Ryan hitting this jump. That thing actually looks pretty legit.
I think it's a straight up air compressor.
It is.
Like a full blown, like.
Oh, dude. 3 horsepower on that bad girl right there.
She's a ripper, dude.
That's pretty much gonna wrap up our day. We're back here in Plaster City. All the trucks are aired up and we're getting ready to leave. Per usual, we're gonna go through, do a little race recap and see what everybody thought of the day. What'd you think?
That was good. I didn't air my tires down just because I didn't want to deal with it, and it was pretty rough, but still fun. Definitely a lot more slidey with air in the tires.
Yeah, almost got stuck a few times. But.
Yeah, well, we made it work.
What about you? How'd the Ranger run?
Good. It was fun. Got some footage of it. Drove it around. Learned a little bit of stuff from Sonny.
Was this the first time you really jumped the truck? Was this trip, or have you jumped it before?
Yeah, I did it by camp last trip on Halloween, but
I think your biggest one. I think your biggest one was today.
Yeah, especially a double. I've never hit a double, especially on a truck. So Yeah, it was a little bit interesting, but
Dude,
it was fun for sure.
The one jump you did over here on the west side of the plaster plant was actually pretty big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll see
Like
that on
I
video.
kind of had a small reaction because I couldn't really see it through the camera, but I rewatched it. It's pretty big.
The first two I was just kind of testing it out. The third one.
You went for it. Yeah, the first two kind of rolled it. The third one you're just like whatever.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
That was sick.
It was fun though. Driving home.
Time to do the rear.
home, baby.
Dude,
That's what it's about.
everybody's wondering when the rear's happening.
I don't know.
Maybe summer. We'll see.
Yeah, summer late this year. I don't know. Get a housing
It'll be fun. Yeah.
for that little stuff.
Yeah, that's probably like one of the bigger expenses.
Yeah.
Is if you want to do a full floater, it's definitely not going to be cheap. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.